Hey everyone, welcome back to Fabian Electrical Services Inc. In today's video, we're diving into some real electrical troubleshooting, testing, and labeling techniques, and also whether you're working on a basement install, a 400 amp service, or just learning how to test your outlets with a plug-in tester, you're in the right place. Also, we're going to be diving into the world of 400 amp installation of the electrical panel. I'll be showing you step by step how to stay code compliant, how I use my go-to electrical tools, and why labeling your panel correctly can save you big time on service calls. So stay locked in, and if you're watching this later, drop your questions in the comments. So what we have here is a 400 amp electrical panel installation. Again, this panel is a 400 amp electrical panel. It's not your normal electrical panel. Again, this is filled with a special breaker that trips out in the event of any major thing that go wrong. So this job is located in the basement of the home. And again, as you see the panel, I stayed within my code compliance, which is using my plywood, sheet of plywood before I install my panel. Reason why I did that was because inside of the basement is going to be damp, and I cannot have any water seeping through my panel. It's going to be a big issue. So for that reason, I have to have the 2x4 place on the back of the wall. Reason that is placed there was because at the time of installation, the homeowner was not going to be framing out that wall. Now, how you see the installation right now is not how it's going to look right now. It's going to be tremendously different from what you're seeing. So again, don't pay attention to the wires that's hanging all over. Again, this is just how we have to sometimes pull our cable in when we're trying to get the job finished. But the actual electrical installation has to pass the electrical code. It has to be in code compliance. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to the final inspection, I have to make sure that this job is going to pass inspection with flying colors. So all of the wires that you see here, they all go for different electrical circuits. They all go different places throughout the home. All of the installation was done before any of the major equipment was going into the home. When it comes to labeling, you're going to see me right now. So when it comes to labeling, you're going to see that I'm going to be installing my circuits. It's very important to make sure that you have your circuits all tagged properly before the installation to the panel. What ends up happening is if the wires are not labeled properly or in the correct manner, everything is going to become a mess. You're going to start to have to actually troubleshoot. You're going to start to have to actually need your plug-in tester. So why go through the hassle of having to do all of that when you can simply take the time out right now to do the job proper. So the electrical tools, when it comes to my electrical tools for a job like this, I like to have my major electrical tools with me, whether it be a ratchet set, because as you know, this is a 400 amp service. It's a pretty heavy panel. The installation has to be perfect. The bolts has to be the proper bolts um, in order for this panel to stay secure onto the wall. So all of that is within the code compliance. Tools that I like to use or I have to have on a job like this is sawzall, bandsaw, um, my drills, my pliers, my ratchets, and don't forget the ratchet. The ratchet is very important. Reason why the ratchet is very important is because it's going to cut your wires pretty fast. It's going to also leave you feeling a little bit better because of the usual pain that we sustain when we're using something that's totally different than the ratchet. So that's why it's very important to have your proper tools. So again, also, this is a basement installation. This panel is located in the basement. So these wires that I'm tying in, and I'm going to be tying in into the panel, has been all relocated. What ended up happening was I relocated all of these wires to the side of the panel. So hopefully when this video is dropped and you go through my other videos, you will probably see that this was cleaned up, or on my next live stream on the job, you will see that this electrical room is a lot different from what it is right now. So again, I would like to thank you guys all for taking the time out and tuning into Fabian Electrical Services, where we have real work performed on a daily basis with a lot of videos being dropped. So you can also again catch me on my next live stream when I go live. You can subscribe to the channel. You can become a member of the channel. You can stay up to date for Fabian Electrical Services work. Also, I hope whoever has tuned into the video, I hope this video was helpful. And again, this video is about electrical installation of the 400 amp panel and how end of the job, which is going to cost time.